Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Look at this incredible, huge, beautiful eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be trying out today. And this is from LA Colors, which I've been trying out a lot of LA Colors products lately because it's truly one of my favorite brands and it's so affordable. This is the Luxe 24 color eyeshadow palette, and this is in the colorway called Luxury. And I would say that this is kind of like a treasure hunt product out in the marketplace right now. I think you can get it at some Walmarts for like $6. You can find it maybe at Five Below. I think you can also find it at some like resale websites online, but I feel very lucky to have this in my hands right now. So I'm excited to play around with this. Let's check out the shades in here. I just cannot get over how huge this palette is and how inexpensive. Hopefully it's going to be good enough quality. But so there are lots of shimmers, lots of mattes. Oh, and I'm just loving all of these pink shades that are jumping out at me, but there's also some good neutrals. I'm going to start out with some swatches, and I'm very intrigued by like these kind of speckled looking metallics. Interesting. I mean, they have a nice texture. This hot pink. They aren't looking incredibly pigmented and maybe slightly more chalky than a more expensive eyeshadow palette, but these are not seeming bad. Ooh. Like some shades I think might be a little bit more pigmented and buttery than others, but I would say that these swatches are looking pretty true to color, true to pan. Like that lighter matte is a little bit more muted. This metallic, not super shiny, but it has a little something. Ooh, that shimmer looks pretty good. Oh, see, like that is really buttery, pigmented, impressive metallic. So I guess a little inconsistency in the shades. So this is the black or the dark shade here, dark gray. Not super, super dark, but I feel like this will give me the same purpose for what I would be using like a black or dark gray eyeshadow for. Maybe it's a little lighter, but it'll still serve the same use. And so for all of these shades in here, what I don't seem to have is a matte white shade that I like to use to start off and set my lids, but that's okay. We can skip over that step. I think I'll start out with highlighter, but before I do, I am going to test these out with my eyeshadow primer, the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, because I have had some LA Colors eyeshadow palettes that made a big difference when I used a good eyeshadow primer with them. So that can be a little tip, a little hack to make your inexpensive eyeshadows better is to use a good eyeshadow primer with them because it can make them more vibrant, not crease, longer lasting. Although I honestly say to use an eyeshadow primer with every eyeshadow because I definitely get creasing on my eyes as time goes on. But so I'm going to pick up this shimmery peach shade and I just apply my highlighters with my finger. This looks really pretty. It almost looks like a pearl finish. So not super shimmery, but I think this will serve the purpose of a highlighter because it catches the light with some great reflective sheen. Even though it's not like sparkly, that's actually a beautiful highlight shade. And it is bright enough for this inner corner. Okay, I love this shade. It's like a peachy shade, so I feel like it is very flattering, very easy to wear, and just the right amount of glow and highlight. Gosh, that is seriously awesome. Wow, okay. Next, I do have some great looking options for that crease transition area where I like to pick up a fluffy brush and a light-ish neutral matte shade. So I'm like, maybe this one, or this one, and they all look basically the same. So, you know, maybe I'll change it up and I'll actually start out with like a shimmery transition shade to start adding a little sparkle. It's definitely a little dustiness, a little kickback. But okay, blending this. Oh, this actually has some good pigment. It's a little darker than I was even expecting for this purpose. So I am gonna blend it out, diffuse the color from the crease up to the brow bone for this transition area. I really like that. It has a little bit of a metallic sheen, which I think is really fun. Like a copper metallic color. Oh, I'm noticing already that it's showing up so much more pigmented on the eye with the primer versus without it. Like this here, I'm like, I'm not even really seeing too much. I'm not super impressed, but I was actually very impressed on the eye with the primer. So it's just like I was talking about. The primers can really help with certain eyeshadow formulas. Yeah, I feel like I'm picking up a lot of this shade, trying to build it up. And it's kind of disappearing on the eye, but I think we can get a little something there. But to deepen the crease up, I think I'm gonna go into, let's go into this shade right here. This one is a matte, kind of burgundy shade. And I'm gonna put this right in the crease, which looks nice with that shimmery shade. It's more like the matte version of that shimmer. So just building that up a little bit here, building up the dimension. I really like how this eye is coming along. Let's see the eye without the primer. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. The matte shade seems to be sticking a little better, so I'm able to get more of that pigment to show. I am using more product to build it up, but that looks pretty even now. I definitely want to use some of these beautiful pink shades, so I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna pick up this one. This one has like almost a iridescent sheen to it. It kind of has that ultraviolet color. And I'm gonna put this all over the lid and let's see how this looks and go from there. Oh, I love this color. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more opaque, because it's kind of dry. And I feel like if it was buttery and it had this same color, this same ultraviolet sheen, it would be so amazing, but it's a little bit more toned down with this formula. But that is a pretty pink eyeshadow look that I have going on now. I feel like it's been a little while since I've played with a very pink eyeshadow look, so I can't help myself. I'm just going all in right now. And so now this is the eye without the primer, and it is actually looking pretty good. I think I'm able to get it to the same amount of pigment as the eye with the primer, and it still has that ultraviolet sheen, that full pink color. And what's fun with this huge palette with 24 shades is there are endless eyeshadow looks that you can create from this, and there are so many beautiful shades in here that I know I'm going to want to keep reaching for this and trying out new looks. And when it's so affordable, you can get it to just play around with and test out your makeup skills and how you look in different colors. And I just think that is so fun. And so let's continue with a fun eyeshadow look and maybe go purple on the lower lash line. Sure, I think that sounds pretty fun. So I'm just gonna pick up a little dense brush here and of these three beautiful purples. I guess I'm gonna go with this one because I started reaching for this one first for some reason. And so let's see how this looks. blend it along the lower lash line. Can you see that? It's not as vibrant as I was hoping. I feel like I am applying so much and it's just looking so muted. So we've got a slight hint of purple on the lower lash line. I am loving how this looks with the pink. Oh, this eyeshadow combination, these colors just makes me so happy. But so here is my finished eyeshadow look. And at this point, I feel like you could not tell that this was such an inexpensive palette because the colors look pretty and vibrant. I would say that they blended very nicely. Maybe they're not quite as pigmented as some other eyeshadow palettes that are more expensive, but the finished look is really pretty. It wasn't too hard to work with. So the eye with the primer versus the eye without it, I would say that it's also looking a little bit smoother in texture, like less creasing, less lines. But it's not bad without the primer either. So I am so happy and excited about this palette. If you're able to find it anywhere, I think it's worth getting because you can get a lot of use out of this and a lot of pretty looks from this palette. And so if you do have this palette, let me know what kind of looks you've been creating. I would love to get some inspiration. And thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.